Howdy, y'all. How y'all doing today? You know what I'm saying? It's America holiday, 4th of July. I love America. That's why I got this shirt on right here, just to say I'm out here hunting with my boys. I need to stop. I'm just playing. Hey, but happy 4th to everybody that's celebrating the 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? Your boy last week didn't drop episode, but you know I had to drop one this week. Sorry, I'm getting over, like, I've been having a lot of mucus. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. Probably should never said that. It's kind of gross, but it is what it is. Yeah, man. I got my Kool-Aid here. Way too much sugar. That's way too much sugar. Anyways, how are you guys feeling today? Oh, you guys are good? Okay, cool. So what we're going to get into today. I need to stop doing that. We're going to get into it today is, I kind of want to, like, talk about America a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just because the 4th is on Monday. Is the 4th on Monday? Yeah, the 4th's on Monday, I think. I don't know, man. I just honestly wake up and then I just go to work and then go to sleep and just repeat. So the days kind of are like a fog to me. But, yeah. So I was thinking, like, about the 4th of July and the independence and the freedom of America and, you know, United States as a whole and just everything. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of times I feel like America has a lot of problems. Obviously. We always got a lot of problems, but I feel like we put our problems on ourselves, you know? I don't know. There's no trust between the government and the people. You know, there's division between the people. And some would say the government is the ones that want these things to happen. So it's just a bunch of hoopla and just a bunch of just, like, bad things going on and just, I don't know, it's terrible. But, I mean, what I can say about America is that I can get up and, you know, in a warm, in a, you know, a cool house when it's 100 degrees out, and I can drink this water and talk on this microphone. So I don't know, not a lot of countries you can do that. So I don't know, you know, I don't know, just trying to be, you know, you got to show gratefulness of, like, what we got. And I think we got to enjoy it while we can, because the way the world's going right now, who knows, I don't know. I'm a little worried about it, because I'm hearing all these different things: gas prices, food shortages, you know, farms burning down, you know. I don't know, man. It's getting bad out here. And all I got to say is prepare, because I feel like it's going, like, I think it's going to go down and then it's going to go up and it's going to be good, but I think it's going to go really down. But that's my thought on, you know, the 4th of July, America in general. I don't want to get too much into it because I feel like I could talk about hours about all that stuff. Save that for another day. But, yeah, man. Energy's kind of low, right? I need to bring it up, yeah? I've been trying to, like, do this thing where I'm bringing the heat, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring that energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring the I don't know, the joy of, I don't know. I want to make people laugh. This is one of the things that I've always wanted to do, is make people laugh. I love to make people laugh. So I hope you're laughing right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a weirdo. If you haven't noticed, I am weird and I have problems. But, you know, that's why I do a podcast, so you guys can see me progress and hopefully be better one day. But we'll see if it happens. I don't know. But so today so what I did was legit. This is what I did. I went on the Googles. I typed in some deep questions. I said 200. I typed in, what are some deep questions to ask, right? And then I was like, okay, 200 deep questions. Me and Allison went through the whole list of a bunch of questions, just a bunch of questions. So I picked out a couple that I want to answer on the podcast, and see what you guys think. And then throughout the week, I'm gonna drop that question on IG so you guys can give me an answer to it. If you're not following us on IG, follow us at Last Sunday Podcast on Instagram, TikTok as well, and the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Last Sunday podcast. So go check it out. But I am going to be dropping these questions once a week throughout one of the days out of the week, but it's going to be like the question of the week. So you guys can give me your answer, but I'm going to give you my answer right now. All right. So the first one we're going to ask, just because I wrote this one down for the simple fact is, you know, we think of 4th of July, it's like a long weekend, you're with family, you're enjoying yourself, and I thought maybe it'll be a good question to ask. So the first one is, what is an ideal I'm gonna move out and just pack my things. What is an ideal weekend for you? Obviously not for you, but for me. But I'm answering the question. Okay, I need to stop. So weekend, like ideal weekend, a fun weekend. Honestly, the way the day has been going for me, a fun weekend is just being at home. Being at home, not doing nothing, chilling, you know, cutting my grass. Okay, so this is, all right. I'm going to just do like a day of the weekend, right? So say it's Saturday. This is how I want my Saturday to go. If I want to like just be a solid Saturday, like, you know what I mean? Because Sunday, it's like, I feel like Sunday sucks because it's like Saturday is the best, right? Because and then you know you don't have work the next day. But Sunday is like, yeah, I got the day, but then I'm like, man, I got to go to work on Monday. So it's like you can't really, you know, I don't know, I'm weird. But Saturday I wake up, brush my teeth, take a shower, get dressed on a clean outfit that I like, you know what I mean? That I feel comfortable in. Actually, scratch that. Wake up, brush my teeth, in my pajamas still. I will take a shower, put on some pajamas, and then eat a fire breakfast, right? Fire breakfast. Like, I'm talking about pancakes, sausage, hash browns, you know what I'm saying, some syrup, you know what I'm saying, you got your eggs, maybe even some cornbread. No, not cornbread. What the heck am I thinking? Like a muffin, like a blueberry muffin or a banana nut bread muffin. You know what I'm saying? A big glass of some orange juice. Sorry. And then you eat that breakfast. Then I would eat that breakfast. Then I would go outside. Cut my grass nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? Come back inside. And this is why I didn't want to take a shower. Like, before I said I would take a shower in the morning, I wouldn't want to take a shower because I knew I was going to cut the grass. So that would just be, you know, that would not be smart of me because then I'm like, okay. So I would cut the grass, take a shower, get out of the shower, put a clean fit on. You know what I'm saying? I will put a clean fit on just to be inside the house. Why not? This is my ideal weekend. So I'm putting a clean fit on inside my own home, right? I'm talking about necklace out, you know what I'm saying? Go inside my house. I don't care, right? I'm chilling on my couch and I'm watching a series of a show that I like. Right now, I currently do not have a show that I like, but just say for the ideal weekend, I have this show that is fire. And I am sitting on my couch, right? All day and all night. And then at night, I'm ordering some fire food like B-dubs, you know what I'm saying? Some pizza or something like that. I don't know what. And I am sitting there watching that show and eating some food. That's an ideal Saturday for me. And then if I had that choice, I would probably do that on Sunday. But Sunday's usually a work day of me doing a bunch of stuff that I gotta do. So, but yeah, that's an ideal weekend for me. I don't know. Some people would say a little dry. I think it's amazing to not do anything all day. That's just my take on a fun weekend for me. All right. Next question. This one's gonna be a little bit more, you know, has some substance to it. What is what you're doing now what you always wanted to do to do, wanted to do growing up. Is what I'm doing now. Is what I wanted to do growing up. You know, I read through these questions beforehand, thought about them a little bit, but I would say no, this is not what I wanted to do. Honestly, growing up, I always wanted to be a rapper. Like, and I hate this term rapper because it's like someone tells you like, yeah, like I remember being a kid, right, and I wanted to be a rapper, and people would just be like, yeah, whatever. Like, everybody wants to be a rapper, but I really truly wanted to make music. Like, it was like my first passion. I think it was like one of the things, like that was like kind of in a way my first love. It was kind of a way to like get things out. You know, I had a lot of stuff I was going through growing up. So like that writing music and doing that stuff was kind of like a release for me, and I love doing it. But that's what I wanted to do growing up. And I remember like telling people, and people were like, "Yeah, nah." But I don't know, man. I feel like it's one of those things where I still want to do it. Like, I still have passion for it. I still got things that I have, stuff that I have written down. Like, I have my notes. I have hundreds of different, you know, verses and stuff like that I wrote. But yeah, that's what I always wanted to do growing up. You know, just to talk about it, probably one of the people that inspired me the most to want to do that was probably J. Cole. J. Cole, obviously you got Kendrick. Lil Wayne too was fire. Growing up, I love Lil Wayne. The whole Young Money, I used to be bumping that. You know what I'm saying? I had my CD player. You know, I had a CD. So I remember another one too. Like, I had a CD player. It was like a Walkman, and I had Lasers by Lupe Fiasco. That album I had on replay. Like, I used to love listening to that. Show goes on, ready to show. You know that song. That song is fire. But yeah. So those are a couple people that kind of like inspired me to make music, and then I did make some music. I have some songs out there if you guys want to check it out on SoundCloud under Angel the Kid. It's not that good. But yeah, so that's probably the one thing that I wanted to do growing up. In a sense, I feel like what I'm doing now is kind of the same way because I'm still using my voice. I always kind of want to be the rapper, but I kind of want to be a rapper to like inspire people and like stuff like that. So I guess in a way the podcast is kind of like me still doing that. So I guess I am kind of doing what I wanted to do, but it's not exactly what I wanted to do. And I mean, I still got time. So your boy might, drop some fire one day. I don't know. Stay tuned though. But probably not. I don't know, man. The passion's kind of left for me as like before. Just because I feel like I had a sense of like I had something to prove when I used to write music when I was younger because I was going through so much, and I feel like right now I'm kind of content in my life, so it's kind of hard for me to like pull that out and make some good music. I guess I feel like you got to be in a sense of like in that mindset of, for me at least, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Moving on to the next question. What is your biggest fear? Now, this is a fire one. Your boy really did go on Google and search up deep questions. So this one is a deep one. What is your biggest fear? Man. I feel like my biggest fear is, dang, this is a good one. I feel like my biggest fear, honestly, is not being the father and the man that I want to be. I feel like I got a lot of expectations for myself of where I see myself and where I want to be as a father and as a man, and I feel that's one of my biggest fears. It's kind of like my motivation every day because I don't want to be the opposite of what I want to, like my biggest fear is not to be what I want to be, especially as a dad, because I feel like I owe it to him because I just want him to look up to me. And I want to be the man that, I don't know. I want to be the man that I always wanted in my life. And that's just part of the reason why I'm doing the podcast as well, because I kind of want to help people and show the progression of a young man growing into a man. And I'm honestly kind of doing the podcast for him too, so he can like go back and listen to different stuff and see me and kind of be like, man, that's crazy. Like, that's my dad. But that's my biggest fear, is like not being the man not being the man that I want to be, for myself, but mostly for my son, because I don't know, it's tough. I feel like as a young man, I feel like when you have kids, like, you look at your dad, he's supposed to be like your superhero. He's supposed to be like the person that you kind of can look up to and be like, you know what I mean? Like, he's my protector, he's my provider, he's somebody that I know that I can go to. So I just want to be that man. I want to be that dad. I want to be that person I want to be a superhero. I need to stop. But no, for real, like, that's what I want to be, though. I want my son to look at me and be like I can go to him for anything. But sorry, not to get too emotional or like sad, but it's real, because that probably is one of my biggest fears. All right, moving on to the next one. What motivates you to work hard? I feel like the biggest fear and this question kind of go hand in hand. I would say my family. You know, my son is probably one of the biggest reasons why I work hard. And I also want to work. I also I feel like I have to prove it to myself. Like, I feel like a lot of times I'm like, I put myself in a box, and I feel like a lot of times we put ourselves in this box. We look at ourselves outside of what we can do, and it's either from people telling you can't do it, or people in your life, or trauma, or whatever. When you're younger, we put these different things on us, and we think like, oh, we will never be able to get to that, or we'll never be able to do that. But I think that we need to use that for fuel to motivate us to work hard to what we want to be. And I feel like that's one of my motivations, is like, I want to prove. I don't want to say I want to prove everybody wrong, because I feel like a lot of times there's nobody that I need to prove wrong. I need to prove it to myself that I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be who I want to become. And that's probably that's one of my biggest motivators to try to work hard. And it's tough because you suffer those when you want to get to a certain spot, and then you fall, or you mess up, or it can feel like you want to give up. And I feel like that's one of my biggest problems, is that I've been growing out of, is that I could be doing well and being where I want to be, but then something doesn't go my way, or something happens, and I'm just like, man. But those are the things that you have to enjoy. You have to put yourself in that situation and find the joy in it, and be like, if things are not going where I want to go, and something's going wrong, that means the enemy's working. That means what I'm doing is good, because they obviously don't want you. The enemy doesn't want you to be what God wants you to be. So for me, that's just I'm trying to put that in my mind, in my mind frame, I'm obviously doing something right, because the enemy's trying to come at me. And so just keep pushing, keep moving, keep pushing to where you want to be. And that's what that's what I'm trying to do, man. And it gets tough, It gets tough as a man, because as a man, you are the safety net for your family. So a lot of times there's not a lot of people that you can go to. You are the go-to. You know what I mean? So you kind of have to, you got to get right now I'm trying to teach myself grit. It was just come on, let's go, let's do this. So, and obviously you got to have those friends, other men, I'm speaking to the men right now. You got to have other male friends that you can go to and speak to. It's hard to be vulnerable to to people that you don't trust. It's hard to be vulnerable to like so and so, like maybe your wife, your girlfriend, just for the simple fact is that they look at you like you are the man. So you can't really, you know what I mean? I don't know. But that's why, like, most of the time I either try to deal with it myself or I talk to, like, one of my, like, my best friend, Jeff. I'll tell him and we'll chop it up and talk. So you got to have that one person that you can kind of go to and trust when you're going through things, especially as a man, because I feel like I said before, a lot of things are kind of just, you're the safety net. You can't be the one that's not stable because you are the one that needs to make sure that you have stability in your family. So, but I feel like through the process, this is what it is, you know. I'm trying to grow as a young man. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to put myself in these different situations of honestly, I want to put myself in these situations of where I have to like be grateful and get out of right now. I can speak on a situation like on my job, like I wasn't doing what I was doing before, and what I'm doing now is kind of hard. So I'm worried about about my job and stuff like that. So I'm trying to be comfortable and being like worried. I'm trying to be comfortable of like, having that so I can get out of it and be like, all right, because I feel like that's what makes you better. That's what kind of like, you know what I mean? They say like the athlete, you're. Or like a UFC fighter, because I'll say I can relate to that more just because I know I watch UFC more. But like when they train for like if they have a 5-round fight, they have to train like they're in the fight, so they have to like push themselves. You know what I mean? Before obviously they do the actual fight, so it's like that. It's like training. So that's how I look at it. Like I'm training myself to in these hard times to get through it. So and then like when I do have to do that 5-round fight, like I can fight the whole 5 rounds. So I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy that does a podcast and drinks Kool-Aid with a lot of sugar. It had too much sugar. I don't know what I was thinking. But but yeah, man, I think this is gonna wrap up the episode. It is a short one today, guys. But it is what it is. Your boy's out here trying to do the best he can. I appreciate you guys tuning in every Sunday. I'm sorry about last Sunday, but sorry about last Sunday. Okay, all right. No, okay. But I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July. I hope you guys have a good time with your family. Try to look at the good in what America brings. I know right now it's terrible, like what everything's going on. But I would say look at the bright side. Try to look at the joy, find joy in the little things that you can, and stay prayed up because I don't know what's gonna happen with the world, and that's me being real, yeah. But thank you guys, love you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. And turn that notification on. If you like what you watched today, share it with a friend. You know what I'm saying? Hey, check Last Sunday out, man. This guy's, he's pretty cool. I like him, But, yeah, share with a friend, subscribe. Turn that bell on so you know whenever we drop. And thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.